Good afternoon, Dr. Abhay. First of all,
Good afternoon.
good afternoon. So I would like to thank you, first of all, to take out time for an interview with Collegedunia.
Thank you for inviting me also.
Right.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. So, sir, before starting with the interview, I would like you to just introduce a bit about yourself to our viewers.
Okay. Well, I'm Dr. Abhay, and I'm heading the Naturopathy and Yoga College of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University. Our college is Maharishi Aurobindo Subharti College and Hospital of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. I have been in the education field of naturopathy and yoga since my graduation itself. I have worked in the premier institution of SDM, where I have done my UG and then post-graduation also. Since 2000, I am into this field. And I always been in the academics only. And today I am the Dean of Ayush of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University also. And naturopathy and yoga education is like a passion to be. Giving to the students is one of the things which I always done since last about 20-25 years now. There's a lot other things, but that's all right. We can, I think, come to the main topic of the
Right,
discussion.
Yes.
Yeah.
So starting with the interview for thoughts on education. So the very first question is that you have held key positions at education institutes throughout your career, professional career. So what are the key factors that keep you connected with the education sector?
The key factors that keep connected to the education sector is, again, I'm a doctor, basically, a physician, naturopathy and yoga physician. Let's say I sit in a clinic and maximum maybe I can take care of 100 patients per day or that way. But if I am in the education field, I am training 100 students every day. And probably one comes out and each of these 100 students, one person, if he sees 100 patients per day also, then they can reach the masses. That is one basic thing which we have to remember, that teaching the medical students is a very, very noble profession, because they go forward and they spread out all over the world, and they give this the society the service what is required, what is in our mind on a multiple fold. That is one great thing about teaching these medical students. The second thing is the knowledge never ends. It's always we'll have to upgrade. And being in the academic field, I feel every day I learn new things. I'm a student even at this age now. Every day we learn new things, and we help the others to implement those new things into their life, into their clinical practice, into education, or whatever is required. And basically, staying in an educational institute is I hope everybody understands that teaching is a very, very noble profession and highly respected. And that is one reason I've been always with that. And my father also was in this profession, teaching profession. And so it is a passion since childhood.
Okay. That's good to hear about the key factors that keep you motivated to be with the education sector. And I think I agree to that point that obviously you are always learning at any age you are.
Yes.
Yeah. So, sir, being the Dean Faculty of Ayush and Principal of the Maharishi Aurobindo Subharti College and Hospitality of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences, so what is your philosophy of leadership, and how would you describe your leadership style?
See, there is always a boss and a leader. Yeah. A leader takes along everybody, and a boss just orders. So I believe leadership is teamwork. Leadership is understanding. I'm not always a leader, right? I also have come from grassroots, and then now a leader. So I have faced a lot of problems during my when I was not a leader and someone else was leading. So I don't want those mistakes to be repeated. First thing, I see that my colleagues or whoever is under me never feel that I am their boss or something like that. So I go along with them. I just don't tell you do this. I tell we will do this, and that's how I think that is the most important quality for leadership. The second thing is um, quality vision. That's very important. What we want next, what have we to achieve, that is very, very important. We have to draw a line, we have to plan, and then only can we be successful. Like we should know prior hand what are required. Of course, there are things which we cannot decide on ourselves. There are some things which come by themselves. We'll have to adjust and cope up and all that. But otherwise, we should have a definite plan that after these many years, we are to be the number one quality-wise also. It's very, very important.
Yes, sir. I agree to your point that it's very important to prioritize things because obviously, as per the plan, there are a lot of things that come up in between. Yeah. So the next question is, sir, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for marketing and administration of your school?
Basically, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University is one of the well-known universities. It has its own marketing team. It has its own well-built IT team, IT infrastructure, and all that. Basically, the publicity and projection department is there, who take care of the basic need. But then there are industry specific things which we have to deal by ourselves at the college. And also so what we try here is being top of the notch. That's very important, because see, education is not a field like, for example, there is a syllabus which is done maybe 5 years back, but that doesn't hold good right now. So we require a curriculum, we require a syllabus which is updated, which is market ready. When the students go out, they should be ready for the market. There are some new things coming up every day, and they should be well versed with the actual knowledge of what is required at this moment, and not like maybe some 10 years old knowledge or something like that. So that is one thing which we do. And I believe mouth to mouth publicity is one of the strongest publicity ever anyone can have. Rather, considering print media or electronic media or whatever media you have, mouth to mouth publicity is very, very important. Now, customer satisfaction or student satisfaction, our customers are basically our students and parents. I don't call them customers, just to give a broader concept or idea. I'm telling you that they are our stakeholders, they are our partners in taking this institution forward. So the good word they put in, like the way we have taken care of these students, the way we have given knowledge to these students, the way they are taken care of, their grievances are taken care of, their this is a 5.5 year long course, and every student has their own necessities, maybe in hostel, maybe the food wise, or maybe education wise, or maybe the quality of delivering that educational system to them. There are some slow learners, there are some fast learners. Everyone has their own need. What we try to do is understand their problems and then solve their problems and give them better options first. That is how mouth-to-mouth publicity is definitely going to be there, because unless until they are satisfied, they are never going to say good about our institution. So that is the first line of thing, that quality, as well as taking care of the people who are with us. Like, because after people, I have people from 22 states and 3 foreign countries in my college, and they have come all the way along. Left their parents. They don't have anyone here. We are there, everything here. And so I always tell them that any problem you have, you first tell us. So that is how one thing is, we see that we are at the top of the notch in the quality, approach. Then the mouth-to-mouth publicity, which I was talking, because they are not satisfied, then definitely there is no point in running all these things. And second thing is, the digital media nowadays has caught up a lot. We are into taking care of the digital market also. We are into print and publicity through magazines and newspapers and all that. So and also we write a lot of articles We publish a lot of research papers by which the perception of our institution. We conduct a lot of workshops by which people come to know what we are doing. We conduct a lot of free camps, consultations, yoga camps, naturopathy camps, treatments and consultation given free to many people. Then we go into the society and make them aware through lectures, through workshops and all that. So by that, we are helping or giving back to the society also. And then, of course, we definitely have some publicity with that also. So these are some of the strategies, basically.
Right, sir. So basically, you're focusing on the word of mouth kind of marketing along with the other channels.
The regular channels are already there, but there is nothing like word of mouth.
Right,
there is nothing.
Right. So if I talk about the education system in India and other foreign countries, they are structured quite differently. So in your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here in your institute?
See, basically, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University is a research-driven university, and research is basically what is required to move forward also. Because unless and until we have research, it is very difficult. So what from the day one, we have this research attitude in our mind, or whether it's our faculty or our students, we inculcate some research ethics into them, and we give them the basic understanding that without research, there is no moving forward. That is one first thing. Second thing, top of the notch, if you want to be in the market as number one, then the latest knowledge has to be given. And that's why we have what you call short-term courses also. They're called as value-added courses, VACs, which we give to the students. What is required, see, it may not be in the main syllabus, but then what is required for being market ready is added temporarily for a period. Maybe this requirement is not there in the next year, so we can remove that and see what is required for the next year. Those things also can be added. And then we have a lot of national and international faculty guest lectures. We have interaction, we have MOUs with various institutions, and that's how we have exchange of knowledge also, exchange of research attitude also. And because of that, and probably I should also mention this, if it is infrastructure wise, we are considering, we are one of the best institutions in North India right now. We have a medical college set up along with that, the Naturopathy and Yoga College here. So from basic sciences, basic medical sciences like anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, these have dedicated labs which are also, like the medical fraternity is also helping us with training these students. Be it the very simplest of medical subjects, the basic medical subjects in the medical sciences like anatomy and physiology, or up to obstetrics and gynecology also, or radiology also. So those people are helping us, and that is how we have their well-built labs already inside the university. We share along with that. Interdepartmental what you call collaboration and cooperation is very good here, and we have very congenial atmosphere, and because of that, students get to learn more. We have a 1,100 bedded allopathy hospital, we have a 100 bedded naturopathy and yoga hospital. So an interaction occurs at all level. Integrative holistic approach is there, and because of that, the student really will gain. Like, for example, the latest in trend in naturopathy and yoga is wellness, as well as spa industry, as well as the 5-star hotel, the resorts having this wellness concept in them. Then we have health cruises also. If you see at other colleges, the students may not be well trained in these aspects, because these are now what is required, the wellness aspect and all that. So we have our own spa inside the university. We have a tie-up with the spa. We have at all aspects of the what you call the graduates coming out, we have taken care of, like maybe it is a simple clinical understanding, or how a general ward patient has to be taken care of, how a VIP patient has to be taken care of, how wellness industry can be taken care of. All these aspects are covered in one campus here, and that is the greatest advantage we have in our institution.
Okay. So, sir, coming to if I talk about the curriculum part, like how does the curriculum of your college ensure the best practice of the industry?
That's what I was mentioning to you, like
Yeah.
SPA. Okay, SPA is a very recent concept
Right.
where what you call wellness tourism is a recent concept.
Right.
We have a hotel management in the, college in our campus itself here. We have 19 colleges, as you know, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University. Like, for example, we have constant what you call collaboration with the hotel management college here, who take care of the tourism, wellness aspects of. We have interaction with them. We learn what are the requirements of the guests who come into wellness tourism. That way, this thing. The nursing college here has a nutrition lab, which is state-of-the-art laboratory. So we have interaction with the nursing college. What is required for the society, the what you call newborn, whether it is a pregnant mother or whether it is elderly. So that discussion. We have the psychiatry department here. What are the mental health problems, issues being there here in the society? We have a discussion with that, and then we come out with the solution. Like, for example, COVID. In the recent days here. Now, COVID was a very difficult situation. Nobody knew what to do. But then there are studies, there are research papers which indicate that stress is an important factor in COVID-19. Immunity is an important factor. Diet plays an important role. We are masters of these things. That is, whether it is stress management, whether it is what you call immunity boosting therapies, or whether it is nutrition related things. So we are definitely into it. And our services were taken for COVID patient management, and we have a very, very good what you call the COVID-19 patients who were taken care in Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, that is Chhatrapati Shivaji Subharti Hospital, have wonderful results because of all these, integrating things together along with that. So there's a wide scope, what you call, of improvement every day. And curriculum is to be updated every day, actually. Otherwise, see, today's scene, what is there in the society, what actually the society needs, that has to be understood. It's very, very important. Like, our students have constant interaction with the community medicine department of our hospital and the medical college also. And they go for surveys, they go into the rural areas, they go into the urban areas, they go into urban slum areas, and where they understand what are the needs of their particular what you call health, and those things are delivered by us. For example, diabetes mellitus. So people think that only in the urban area diabetes is there. Now, if you go to the urban slum, there is diabetes. If you go to the rural areas, there is diabetes. So it is spreading. It is a lifestyle disorder. Of course, farmers should not get diabetes as per our understanding, but it is not so. They are also now starting to get. So we are understanding that, and then delivering what is required. We conduct these camps and awareness, what you call, programs and other things for even the rural people, the urban people also. And that's how the curriculum has to be updated. And that is an advantage what we have here.
Right, sir. So basically, any insights on how the institute could be more welcoming to students of different races or economic backgrounds?
Welcoming students from different, like, diversity of students. Now, as I was telling you, we have students from 22 states and 3 foreign countries. Now, that is a very diverse thing, actually. If we include India, then it is 4 countries, otherwise 3 foreign countries. And what do you call the states? Like, for example, I can give you examples specifically. Some of the states students are like very fast in learning. Some states are very slow in learning. Some state students have difficulties in languages. So what we have done is we have inculcated the basic English knowledge. That is, in first year, we have included a non-exam, but how to improve English communication. That's how we can take care of the diverse students, slow learners. And then we identify these slow learners, that is depending on their 12th marks when they join here, as well as we conduct some what criteria is there to assess them. and with that criteria we understand that, oh, he is a slow learner and he should be given more care. So we make smaller groups, we assign mentors to them, and these mentors help them to overcome these problems. Maybe language problem, maybe understanding or cognition problem, or maybe the knowledge of what they have been taught in their mother tongues now may not be like holding good when we teach everything in English here. So to connect that, and then I have seen that these slow learners sometimes are so interested and they come up so well that sometimes even the gold medalists may not be able to perform as good as them, because in first year they were slow learners, but then because of the support what they got, then they pick up so fast, and then they have a zeal to top, and then when really they come into the field, they are more successful than actually the what we call the bookworms or somebody like that, because they are more practical oriented, they learn more skills, they are more practical in their approach. They have knowledge which they can not just mug up or like that, but they can show the knowledge what they have. They are more convincing, they know the people from the grassroots. So there are all the advantages, and that's how the diversity of students can be taken care of. Like we have international students. Now international students are not used to certain culture of this country, then we make them more comfortable. We celebrate their festivals here. They are not homesick. We try to give them what food is required by them. We have separate mess facilities for them, so that their food, because see, basic needs of an individual are stay, food and all that, so they have to be taken care of. If they are comfortable with that, then they can study better, they can gain knowledge, because those aspects are taken care. Once they are taken care of, then what remains is only studying. So that's how diversity of students can be taken care of. Then if you also see, there are some students who are really good at practical aspects only, but theoretically they are very poor. So those students have to, like, unless and until, in our Indian system, examination is a very, very important part, not like the Western system where evaluation is in a different way. So theoretically, when writing, it is very difficult. So we train them specifically how to write the exam. So all these aspects are taken care of. Okay. So definitely diversity of students has to be taken care of. Otherwise, it will not go anywhere.
And if I talk about the economic background, like there are people from different economic backgrounds. So how are you supporting people like who are not from the well-to-do societies, and basically due to the lack of money, they're not able to study. So what are the measures the university is taking to support these kind of people?
Yeah, we have a lot of scholarship programs. Like the state governments are sponsoring the like we have students from Bhutan who are totally sponsored by their government, that is government of Bhutan. We have students from various states where the government is giving them higher education financial support. So we facilitate these students. Unless and until we facilitate, that facility will not be available from their government. We facilitate them. Then we are in the state of Uttar Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh has the Samaj Kalyan scholarship program, and people apply for Samaj Kalyan scholarship program from our university as well as from our college, and a lot of people get the scholarship from them. Apart from this, one important thing I would like to tell you about Swami Vivekanand Subharti University is that it has scholarship programs of its own, but depending on the, let's say the entry level is 12th standard. Like for example, we run BNMIS program, it is 12th standard with physics, chemistry, biology, 50% is the eligibility for BNMIS. NEET is not required. So depending on the 12th marks, what is the percentage? Depending on the percentage of 12th marks, we have scholarship programs for the students. So above 60%, the scholarships start, and 60 to 70 there is a group, 70 to 80 there is a group, and that way we have a lot of scholarship programs. Plus, it is very, very condemnable. Very, very important to mention here that the girl children have 5% extra scholarship. disabled or especially able persons have this thing. I also would like to tell one great program, scholarship program of our university, that is the armed forces and related all the persons, whoever kith and kin do here, they have 100% scholarship. Like, they are not charged anything of the tuition fees or anything like that. So we salute our martyrs. Those are martyred also 100% scholarship, and those are working in the forces also. We have scholarship programs. A lot of other like scholarship. We have learn while earn while you learn. That is, we provide small jobs for them after the college hours or something like that, so that they can support themselves. We have other support systems, like, for example, some of the students I know of in our college itself who do duties in the various fields after the college hours, and then in the daytime they do the college study here. So we provide all the facilities what is required for them. And also, like, if they are really like downtrodden or something like that, then even there are students who are sponsored. Okay, and that depends on many factors, of course, and they'll have to prove that and all that. But definitely we have programs for all sorts of people and all sorts of categories what normally have these problems.
Good to hear that, sir, that the university is supporting all kinds of economic backgrounds and into multiple diversity.
Yes.
And sir, like, what do you think your roles and responsibilities to students are?
Basically, we consider ourselves as what you call second parents, let's say, because that's the basic role. See, an educationist is not simply giving bookish knowledge to the student. We have to train them in life sciences, basically. We have to make them society ready, how they interact with people, discipline. We teach them so much of discipline, like any parent would do. We teach them punctuality, the values of life. That's very important. Let me also tell you the basic aim of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University is Siksha, that is education, Seva, that is service, Sanskar, that is putting into moral values into the student, and Rashtriyata. And with all this Siksha, Seva, Sanskar, we build a what you call a great nation. That's the basic motto of our university. Nationalism is also required. And if you see our university, every board, every road, every building is named after a great Indian martyr or some great personality. Like, our university is named after Swami Vivekanand Subharti, Swami Vivekanand. Our college is named by Maharishi Aurobindo. So every road, if you go, there is some freedom fighter's name. Or every building you see, there is some freedom fighter. Every hostel, every gate is named after some great personality. So we build in values into the students. Now, education with the service mind, education with the sanskar or values put into their heads, and they follow these values back home also after going from here. That is the basic motto of this university, and the same thing have been followed in our institutions also here, each of the colleges. And along with that, see, as I told, industry ready. We have to keep them industry ready, the society ready. See, when they go out, they should not feel, oh, we have learned a 5-year-old thing or 10-year-old thing. It does not hold good right now. No, we have to think what is required at this moment, what is internationally recognized, what is necessary for them at this moment. Maybe it is a rural setup, maybe it is a urban setup, or maybe it is a metropolitan setup, or it is an international setup. So we make them ready, and that is how I think these are all our roles, to keep them ready and make them good human beings, or good citizens of this country. That is basically our role, and that's how we are working on every day.
All right. So basically, you are helping the students in any kind of queries they have. They can obviously reach out to you in any kind of situation. So like the second.
Absolutely. see, what happens is, in a class, a subject teacher is assigned. The subject teacher does their regular classes, and then if the students have their queries, they clear their queries. Other than that, there is a class coordinator. So over above all the subjects, there is one class coordinator, a teacher is assigned. They see that any problems in coordinating between the subject teachers and the students have been taken care of. Then we have mentors, small groups of 10, 15 students, and one teacher is assigned. So if they have any personal problem, if they have any family issues, if they have any study issues, now students can anytime go and go to these mentors and tell their problems. These mentors discuss with the students. They keep it very secretive in nature. The matter is very secretive in nature. They solve their issues. If they cannot solve, then confidentially they share with me as the head of the institution that this is the problem, what solution can be given, and we discuss, we finalize what is the solution, and then we give it to the student. That is one aspect of looking at it. And if all these things are not working, then the university has its own grievance cell, student welfare team. They help the students. We have a wellness center inside the university where, of course, our students are directly approaching us. The other students of the rest of the 18 colleges have an open wellness center where they can go and talk to the people for both physical as well as mental problems of their own. Because, in this modern world, depression, anxiety, a lot of mental issues also, along with the physical issues to the students, whether they are stressed. These things are taken care of in this part of the wellness center. We take care of the students in all the aspects.
Right, sir. And if I talk about what are your top priorities over the next 10 years?
I don't know if you are aware, in the field of naturopathy and yoga now, in the whole of North India, we are a pioneer as well as one of the best institutions available. And my aim, or our organization's aim, or team's aim, is to become the best in the country, actually. And that is not very far to look at, because the facilities what we have, the the infrastructure what we are building on, and the values what we are giving to the students, and the feedback also what we are getting from the stakeholders shows us that it is not very far. So basically, as everyone would want, we are trying to be number one in our country. That's the basic goal. And for that, it's not that only by orally we are talking about number one or something like that. We are already a NAC A accredited institution, and we are very soon looking forward for NAC A double plus. We are going in for re-accreditation. And our main hospital, that is Maharishi Aurobindo Subharti Hospital, is a NABH accredited hospital, NABL accredited hospital. And for naturopathy and yoga, again, there is NABH accreditation, which we are planning to go on very soon. So it's not only about speaking in terms of orally, but we are also seeing into the quality, objective quality wise also. And that is how we want to be one of the topmost or the best institution possible in the country to impart naturopathy and yoga education as well as healthcare. That is our aim.
All right, sir. That's great. So, sir, coming to the next question, when you first came to Maharishi Aurobindo Subharti College, what was your vision for the institute? Has it evolved over time, and how far along in implementing the vision are you?
See, just when I came here, basically, an organized naturopathy and yoga education was not very much seen in the whole of North India. I am speaking, not only in Subharti. Subharti was still far better than others. But then I came in from an institution where I was trained to do this, and I have been doing it all my life. So the first thing what I thought is bringing things to normalcy. That's very important. Like whether it is attendance wise, whether it is academics wise, whether it is student grievance wise, or the student support wise, or being internationally ready. All these aspects, and then infrastructure wise, all these, I made a list of things, and depending on that list, slowly moved forward. Each proposal was submitted to the management or the university, and the university wholeheartedly supported all the activities for improvement of this system of medicine. And today I'm in a position we are like full-fledged, that is whether it is the infrastructure wise, or whether it is library wise, or the research lab wise, the hospital wise, we are all now full-fledged. Like basic amenities are completely available with us. The student would have not to go anywhere else for learning some things, or in campus they can learn everything. We are all there to support them also. And now the next point what evolved over the time is again what I was talking about, NABH accreditation. NAC, anyway we are NAC A+. We want to move forward more than this to NAC AA+ very soon, probably. We are trying for that, hope so. And also every other aspect also, like see, bit smallest to the aspect of, like, let's say furniture. If the furniture is to be designed, then it is well thought of how it is required for the institution, what is the requirement, and how well it is presented also. So each point is thought well, and so that we move forward to quality wise, we have to be number one. That is the only aim actually. So definitely we are moving towards that, and very soon probably we would be calling ourselves number one in the country.
Right. So coming to the last question for the interview, what would you like people to know about your institute that they may not know?
Okay. Our institute is, as I said, one of the best institutions in North India right now. We are running a medical degree which is 5.5 years, like any other medical degree. It is recognized by Ayush Ministry. It is recognized by UGC, the University Grants Commission. This course is basically a medical degree of 5.5 years, which has 4.5 years course as well as 1 year internship. It is after +2, that is physics, chemistry, biology is required. And the most important thing at this point is NEET is not required. The government has issued an order for BNYS. There is no requirement of NEET as an eligibility criteria. Without NEET, it's the only medical degree which is possible in India now. And that is an added advantage for us actually. To support this system, great system, the government has made this change. And lot of scope, that is the students coming out are having lot of scope and very good pay package also. That is very important, and the investment is very, very less as compared to any other medical degree in India. But they are industry ready. They are like looking forward, like for example, Harvard Medical School is considered to be world's #1 medical school, where the integrative and holistic wing, or the department of holistic medicine, is set up around 40 years back. And now people are becoming aware that yes, yoga, naturopathy, drugless systems of healing are very, very important, because medicine or drug alone is not the final answer to diseases. These therapies which include that is mind-body medicine, what we call as, is very important. And that aspect, even the learned learned people, they are also now aware of. Like for example, a person who is diabetic does yoga every day, or he exercises every day, and he is looking after or watching his diet. So these things are what are inculcated in our curriculum actually. This is what we train our students, that how people have to be really made aware of drugless systems of medicine. And that is why they are unique program. And we also have post-graduation after BNYS. We have MD program in 4 streams actually: MD Naturopathy, MD Yoga, MD Nutrition and Dietetics, and MD Acupuncture. These are acupuncture and energy medicine. So these are the 4 post-graduation 3 years duration what we have. And I would also like to tell you that our management is very, very supportive of this program, what we are having, both BMS and MD program. And it has kept the lowest fees in the whole country. Not just because of any other reason, just because this system is a system which requires real support from universities like us, or what you call managements like us, to bring forward the people or give back to the society what is actually required to gain back the health status of the country. These are ancient systems of medicine, but when we what you call give a scientific outlook, we have evidence-based practice as well as evidence-based teaching, that is research-based teaching and research-based practice here, and that is how it has to be supported, and our management and university is doing all it can to support us. So it's a wonderful what you call environment to work here, as well as the people, I mean the student satisfaction. If you see, we take a regular feedback from our stakeholders as well as students, and they have wonderful satisfaction levels, the students, and they're very happy also. That's how I would like to tell people that we take care of things from grassroots to the maximum possible what you call needs of the students here.
All right. So, sir, with that, we come to the end of this session. So, sir, I would like to thank you once again for taking out time. It was pleasure interacting with you, and I hope
thank you, Sahil.
Yeah.
Thank you, Collegedunia, for giving an opportunity to showcase our institution here. Thank you very much for all the opportunity.